Ah, there it goes. Would help if I had the appropriate stream key to get this stream to work. Yeah, that's how you do streams, right? Alright. Yeah, no, it's kind of counterintuitive me doing something that's not Pokemon related while doing this, but you know what? I don't care. This is what I'm going to be doing. I'm planning on playing RuneScape regardless, so fuck it. But that's not the reason why anyone would be showing up. So anyone that is showing up, whether it's during the live stream or post, welcome. We'll be discussing the Pokemon Presents because there is actually a lot to discuss. And granted, I know some of my past videos now of me saying, "Oh, there's gonna be no information. The game is pretty much is gonna suck from the beginning." Well, now that's a little bit outdated because I stand corrected on that. But you got to admit that taking 6 months. I know you got to be patient, and I know you gotta you have to. You can't expect everything all in one go, but it's one of those things too, where like the longer it got to, or the closer it got to the release dates, the more worried I was becoming because you never know, because the Pokemon Company's hidden shit before and done sneaky crap in the past, so I wasn't sure if this was another one of those attempts, but luckily I can safely say that it was not, and the kind of information that we did get was interesting, for the most part. Some of it's fucking terrible, but... Alright. I have absolutely nobody in the chat right now. Wow. Is this even being broadcast to my audience at all? It must be somewhere. So... Huh. Interesting. I mean, it's only 122. I know that there's not that many okay, oh, it says no data? Is this no, that's bullshit. Why is it saying no data when I can clearly see the stream? YouTube, you're so weird. I don't get it. Yeah, I'm watching my own stream right now and there's data going through. Why are you telling me no data is going through? What the hell, dude? Anyway, anyone who wants to join up and discuss, let's do it, please. I hope that yeah, I never really announced I was going to be doing this stream, but hopefully that we can get some people in the chat. I'm not really going to start talking until we do, because I would love to answer questions or discuss different topics on the presents. I'm going to be doing that while farming in RuneScape, pretty much. Farming and doing construction. I was planning on regularly doing it. I'm addicted to RuneScape again, I'll be honest. But, hey, you know what? It's fun. It's fun, and I don't have to pay additional shit to get anything in the game, so... There's absolutely nobody here. Well, that's unfortunate. That is very, very unfortunate. Nobody's around, huh? Interesting. Usually, I thought by now we'd get at least a few viewers. I mean, actually, no, I don't know if school has started for some people. I mean, it is late August, so I guess that would make sense. Okay. Yeah, literally nobody's here. I mean, I'm not really that popular, so I guess that makes sense. There's plenty of other better YouTubers you could and should be watching, so I understand. It's all good. Okay, well, this is kind of awkward considering that there's like literally nobody around right now. Oh, there we go. Now we got some people in the chat. It still says no viewers. Oh, YouTube, you are so you're like I don't get it. All right, so now that there's people here, now I'm gonna finally start doing anything. Yeah, all right. All right, I guess we're finally ready to discuss. So just gonna do RuneScape shit in the background while we talk about Pokemon Presents that just happened. And going back, anyone who just joined, I will repeat myself. I was wrong about Legends Arceus so far. I thought there wasn't going to be much information to show, or it seemed like they were hiding a lot of things, or hiding a lot of negative things, rather. But I will admit that I was incorrect about my prediction for that. So I'm happy to say that I liked what I've seen with Legends Arceus so far. Not necessarily Diamond and Pearl. I'm not really too thrilled with what I've seen with that. It's good. It's okay, but it's nothing groundbreaking. You didn't see the Pokemon Presents. Oh. You probably should before talking here, because I mean, there's no really spoilers or anything, but... Oh, that's what I'm here to discuss. See, the graphics look like Fortnite, but kind of better. Which game, 1GB, which games were you talking about? Unless you're talking, well, not RuneScape, but like, were you talking about what specific game? Like, Legends Arceus? Because I do agree, the graphics in Legends Arceus so far in that trailer did look pretty promising. Like, it kind of reminds me of Breath of the Wild a little bit. Not my cup of tea. Really? Legends Arceus isn't? I mean, I can see that. Yeah. I mean, it's a little bit different than most games, so may not be for everybody. Yeah, I can agree with that, I guess. Oh, here to see other people's opinions. All right. Well, all right. I might as well discuss what I thought about it. Well, and I guess the first thing I can discuss is that oh, you got to be kidding me, stupid weeds. Anyway, the first thing that I thought that I noticed right away, and I said this jokingly, but then it actually happened, was oh, the Pokemon Presents in the company. Yeah, I mean you don't really have to. But anyway. I thought it was really fucking scummy that the Pokemon Company decided to slide in the advertisements for their mobile games right at the beginning there. Some people were hyped about it, but other people like myself were really pissed off to see that. Because on Twitter, they specifically said the Pokemon Presents was for the Diamond and Pearl remakes and Legends Arceus. They never mentioned anything about their mobile shit. But right there in the fucking beginning, the very first thing they mentioned was Pokemon Unite information. Oh, it's coming to mobile. Yeah, I don't care. That's not what people showed up for. When you advertise Diamond and Pearl remakes and Legends Arceus, that's what people want to see, and that's what people are looking forward to. But of course, you had to sneak that stupid fucking advertisement in there with your goddamn mobile games. Shit pisses me off to no extent, because they knew what they were fucking doing. Because if they put the mobile shit at the very end of the presents, nobody would watch it, and they would all leave as soon as all the other shit was done. But so they put it in the beginning, so people were pretty much obligated to watch it. It's like that shit pisses me off. I mean, why would anyone be excited to download the mobile version anyway? Because you'd have such a huge handicap. You would be so far behind on that game in terms of all the Switch players. You would be so freaking far behind. You would, and remember, there's a coin cap, so no matter what, you will always be farther behind than the Switch players. So have fun with that unless you spend money. But that's all I'll say. Except for the fact that they expect at least 5 million people to pre-order the game or sign up for the game before it comes out. And they're hiding lock bonuses, the like special bonuses behind that. So if 5 million players pre-order the game or pre-sign up for the game, then you get to unlock certain shit for free. So it's like this whole marketing campaign is just really skeevy. The more I see Unite, the more I hate it. Like it, but luckily, the other stuff besides that shit was really entertaining. The first thing to discuss, I suppose, would be Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl. Long story short, didn't necessarily find anything too crazy that I liked. Honestly, the more I look at that... Oop, I just sexed out of RuneScape. Hang on. Anyway, the more... Yeah. Anyway, I don't know why I just did that. I hit the X button out on my window and not on the fucking thing. I'm a dumbass. Anyway, what I was saying, what I was trying to say was this game. The more I look at it, the more it seems like they're trying to do the easy way out and whatever. It does not look very appealing to me. Like there's a couple of things I agree that they did fix, like the underground. They added a few extra things to that. You can't see my password, you be. All right, there we go. Yeah, you can't. They did add some other stuff to the underground, which I like, and they added like these special biomes and whatever to it. So if you unlock those biomes, you can catch like special Pokemon that may appear in those biomes, and that actually fixes the problem where certain Pokemon types in Gen 4 were really limited. Like the only fire type you could get was Ponyta, for example. But by having these extra biomes hidden in the underground accessed right away, it fixes the problem immediately, and that therefore that's just a big plus. They brought other things back, like they brought the contests back. They brought the customizable balls back, so you can do like the different animations and stuff with the stickers. That I liked how they brought that back. That was pretty cool. The contests look a little bit on the lazy side, though. Like, it's nice to have them back, but holy shit, it didn't look like they fucking tried. During the dancing sequence, Pokemon were doing so many stock animations to the point where it was just laughably bad. Like, my favorite one probably had to be where in order for them all doing a specific dance, they were literally walking in place trying to dance. Like, come on. I understand that you probably didn't have a lot to work with in terms of like assets that because obviously Game Freak and Creatures probably do the animations and shit for that, and Temi Studios, whoever the fuck who's working on the game, probably didn't have access to anything new. But if you're gonna half-ass the list, like, I don't know, that's something that rubbed me the wrong way when it came to that. It was definitely not yeah, I meant to click the X out of this, not the X on the window. Dumbass. That's a lot of watermelon. Can I have them? I want them. I want the watermelon. I want watermelon. Yeah, they were moonwalk. Do you think they were moonwalking as a real dance? No, that's not innovative and that's not creative. That's fucking lazy. I'm sorry. You cannot convince me that they were moonwalking. But, oh, by the way, it's not moonwalking if they're moving forward slightly. They're moving forward and fucking backward slightly, and they're just walking and they're turning in place while doing their walking animation. That's not dancing. That's fucking lazy. At least they brought the following feature back. And Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl, and it's not locked behind a $30 paywall this time. So that's a plus. I'm still not a fan of the chibi art style. I will admit that like the lighting and the contrast in the overworld looks a lot better. I do like that. I will admit that, because I remember I criticized some of the graphics before, saying, "Oh, there's barely anything," which is true. The battling sequence. There's not between the battling sequences. Maybe some things were a little bit updated. There's not that big of a difference, though. Does it look good? Yeah, it looks all right. I will admit. But does it look groundbreaking? Hell no, not even close. Not a fan of the chibi art style either, and especially with the transitions between like if you cut like say if you're talking to one of the gym leaders and they have the chibi model and it transitions to like. It transitions immediately to like the regular character model. It seems so jarring and weird to me. That's just a personal opinion. Like it just seems very weird. At least the birds can touch the ground again. The thing of it is like, wait, are you talking about the bird like Starly or whatever? Starly always touched the ground. He was never one of the infinite flying birds. There might have been other birds too. Ooh, I don't know why I did that. There might have been other birds too that did it, but for honestly, for a lot of the bird Pokemon, or hell, even Dragonite and Charizard, they already have a standing animation. It's just in battle they never use them. So maybe this time they actually are using them. I mean, if Dragonite's in the game. I will say that Oras contests I really loved, especially when you can get 2 decorations for your secret base. Yeah, I'm glad that they brought back the contest at all, but I think all like the contest itself, I think is a fun feature. It's just the presentation's a little bit lackluster, which is kind of upsetting. But I just realized I'm watching my own stream. Let's turn that off. There we go. I don't need to be that desperate. But yeah, I'm not a. Oh, can I unnote these? Oh no, I can't. Well, all right, I'll have to undo it myself. Um. Anyway, I only got 5 out of that. Well, that's great. That's like the bare minimum. But yeah, like in terms of certain things, I think this really does look like a fucking 1-to-1 remake. And the one problem I had with the Mystery Dungeon remakes is that it was way too close to the original, where there's like barely anything different. The only things different in that game is that mine? Oh, it is my strange fruit. Okay. The only things different with that game is the fact that some of the dungeons were different. I mean, not some of the dungeons. Like, it was like 3 different dungeons. I mean, and then the mega evolutions were added. That was the only thing with the with Mystery Dungeon. But with this one, it seems like it's pretty much 1-to-1 again. Which I wouldn't really be against a 1-to-1 remake, but if it's gonna be $60 when the originals are fucking 40, that's a ripoff in my eyes. Like at least with like Battle for a Bikini Bottom, it was a 1-to-1 remake, but at least they had the gall, or they at least were considerate and dropped the price to $30, which is cheaper than the original. With this, it's like why am I gonna pay the same money? I mean, more money for the same game. Sorry, I was up at 6 o'clock this morning, so if I stutter, if I sound like a babbling idiot, then that's why. How's it going? I'm pretty good. I mean, for Legends Arceus, I liked what I see. I've seen at the very least. I've been stuck with the Gen 6 meta for so long now. Hope these games have a better meta. Well, at least Legends Arceus should. I will admit that. At least Legends Arceus has a little bit of extra things with it. That's the game that really has the most improvements. It's not 100%. It's not 100% must buy in my eyes. I'm still not pre-ordering it. Never ever will pre-order anything because you like it. Like I said, you know, ever since like Fallout 76 and Cyberpunk 2077, a game may look the most promising ever, but you cannot take you can only take the I'm sorry, how am I going to word this? Sorry. Never take the trailers or whatever the presented at face value. Oh, like never ever jump into it just with that alone. Cuz you never know. You never know what that's going to be like. To, I will like I will admit that I'm definitely more invested into Legends Arceus or Arceus. How do you pronounce the guy's name now? It used to be Arceus, but I think they changed it. So Legends Arceus. Sorry, I know I keep mispronouncing it. But I'm definitely more into Legends than I am the Diamond and Pearl remakes. The Diamond and Pearl remakes literally look like the laziest fucking things I've ever seen. With a couple of improvements, yes. But I don't like the chibi art style. I never have. The layouts for everything is exactly the same. The text boxes are so far word for word almost identical again. Like the battling sequences, I mean, they look fine. I mean, they're not the. That's probably the best part about the game. And I actually no, the best part about the game I think is the underground. The underground really does look fun. One thing that they didn't showcase was the Poketch though, the little watch thing. They never showcased that at all. So I'm wondering if that's even going to make it in the final cut. I hope it does because I kind of liked it. I mean, it was kind of gimmicky for the DS, I will admit, because oh look, touchscreen, it's a touch watch. But I still liked it. I thought it was kind of cool. I mean, maybe I don't know, maybe if maybe they ran out of things to like really do with it. So maybe that's a thing. Do I want to do that? Yeah, I'll do that in a minute. Okay. So, all right. But yeah, no, I'm hoping that's not everything. Some people were demanding Mega Evolutions to be in Diamond and Pearl remakes. But here's the thing with that: at the very, very end of the presents, they mentioned that the only games that will have competitive to it or like ranked battles is Sword and Shield. So both Diamond and Pearl and Arceus will not have any. There'll still be PvP, but it won't be ranked. It'll just be for fun. So if even if Mega Evolution does arrive to Diamond and Pearl remake somehow, it kind of doesn't really matter because you can't use them competitively, so it's kind of a waste. So like at that point, don't even bother. It's kind of foolish just to put them in there just because. Granted, I think Mega Evolution should just fuck off and never return. That's me being the most biased piece of shit ever. Trust me, I will never like Mega Evolution no matter how hard you try to persuade me. Ever. Don't try. You like it? Have fun with it. That's perfectly fine as long as you don't get me involved. Alright, meat and potato time. We want main course, and that main course is Legends Arceus. A lot of things to discuss with that one. I think the game so far, according to it's all right. So let's pretend like like what we've seen in the presents is the full product. So let's pretend. So far, what I've seen, I do like the art direction of the game. I like the how the cell shading looks. It kind of reminds me of Breath of the Wild a little bit, but it's not like a direct copy of that. It does. The colors do. I think the colors are a little bit more saturated and a little bit softer in Breath of the Wild, and this is a little bit more sharp. So it does have its own distinct look, but it's kind of based on that. I do like the environments too. So say the game is 16 gigabytes. What Arceus is? Oh my god, wait, Legends Arceus is 16 gigabytes. That's fucking crazy. If that's the case, don't pre-order it for your Switch then. Don't download that. Unless you have a Switch OLED model, you're gonna take up like half the memory with that game. However, if the game is 16 gigabytes, that's actually a positive in my eyes. And the reason why is because if they're using that much memory, there's a reason for that. Whether it's like graphical enhancements, whether it's like content to the game, whether it's features to the game. So obviously that sizes and everything, that makes sense. But it does open up possibilities of what, like, why is the game 16 gigs? What's the reason for that? So maybe there is a shitload of stuff to do. Maybe the world is a lot bigger than the normal game. And if that's the case, then yeah, I like that. That's a good sign in my eyes. Oh, I never liked the ranked battles either, so definitely getting a physical one. Yeah, no, I always get physical, for sure. And one of the main reasons is well, in my case, the Switch that I play on is the family Switch at a different location, so it's my other family Switch technically, so I don't own it. So if I download Switch games onto that Switch and I get my own, I'm kind of screwed and I have to buy the game twice. But if I have the cartridge version, yoink, I don't have to pay it twice, and I can just use it for any Switch I want. So that's a good deal, right? Let me see. Mega Evolution this game doesn't need apps. Yeah, 100%. I know it won't be in Legends Arceus, but a lot of people like remember that one. I don't know. There was like some random guy on Twitter saying, "Oh, Tioga and Palkia are getting brand new forms or whatever." You know that guy was talking out of his ass just to get internet clout. He was bullshitting. Like here's the thing: if Dialga and Palkia were getting brand new forms, whether it's Megas or Primals or whatever it is, they would be on the fucking box art. Why wouldn't they be? They did the same with Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire with Kyogre Groudon. Why would they hide it? Wouldn't it just be part of the main thing, like on the box, right in your face, brand new? You know what I'm saying? So it would be awfully silly. It would be awfully silly not to do that. Hear about Dynamaxing Legendary. Okay, I don't think so. There's already some things that make that game a little bit on like the controversial slash a continuity error side, like those brand new forms or whatever that are in Legends Arceus. Like the game is supposed to be taking place in the past, right? So if that is the case, why are these? How did these new forms even get there? Like, or better question would be, Where did the forms go? Did they die off? Are they extinct? Like, see how that kind of doesn't make any sense? Because I know these are brand new forms, but if the game is supposed to be taking place in the past, where did these brand new forms go technically? You know what I mean? It kind of breaks the immersion, the continuity there. So oops, I don't think they thought about that one. And that's the problem when it comes to making like time travel based games or games set in like prologues and shit. Is that if you get your prologues fucked up and you don't have the correct information, or if you get things, if you try to change history or whatever, then it just makes the future look completely like obsolete or out of whack or not in order like it should. The forms are likely extinct. Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. I was thinking that's the only explanation that I have. I mean, unless for whatever reason there's like some weird fancy update, you know, because Pokemon Home support is going to be coming out later on in 2022. But it would be kind of funny. Is this almost done already? Oh, it is almost done. I might as well wait for it. Um, but yeah, like that doesn't seem to make much sense to me at all. Like, how would how would those forms make any sense in terms of that? Like, will I be able to take those forms, like like the evolution of Stantler? I forget what his name is, but like, will I be able to take that and transfer it to like Sword and Shield or something? Like, will they just randomly patch that in there, or will they be able to do it in Diamond and Pearl? Like, I don't know. All I can say is like some of those forms so far I did not particularly care for. That Growlithe one was so fucking ugly. I hated it. I did not like that form of Growlithe whatsoever, and I am like crossing my fingers and praying to Arceus himself that Dragonite does not have one of those forms, or hell, even Dratini, because there is a possibility that Dragonair could just evolve into something else if it has a special form. Oh, it's ready already. Well, that was awfully fucking quick. That might be darker, you think, than for a Pokemon game. Yeah, who knows? But yeah, one thing that I said a while ago, and I mentioned this to a lot of people, is that in order to have like a wide open world like this, there needs to be some sort of like resource management or crafting system. I missed it at first. I missed it at first because it showcased it in the trailer for like 7 fucking seconds. But there is a crafting system in this game where you can make your own items and potions and stuff. I'm so glad they actually took that into account because that adds so much more possibilities to like make your own stuff. Maybe you can get like the basic Pokeballs, the basic potions, the basic revives, or whatever at that shop. But maybe you'll be able to craft like the better stuff on your own once you get certain recipes or certain like that. That would be really cool. Maybe you need to find like a special recipe to like craft your own Ultra Balls, like even if you have the materials. But that makes going to certain like areas of the region and stocking up on supplies. It makes you have more reasons to come back besides just catch Pokemon. So if you need like a specific item or a specific tool that's at like the snowy region, for example, and then if you run out, you can at least go back there and stock up. Yes, I understand that could be a pain in the ass for some, like, oh shit, I have to go all the way back there to get XYZ. But it's like, didn't Breath of the Wild have that sort of thing, and no one was bitching about that? So why not have a crafting system in this? Pokemon needed that sort of thing from the beginning. Like that's one thing I said like this game 100% needed, without a doubt. Were gyms confirmed in Legends? No. There are random like boss like looking like Pokemon that have like dark red eyes and whatever. I'm guessing those are the quote unquote bosses slash. I don't think they're gyms, but those are like the bosses that you have to face. Just looking at it, that's an interesting take on it though. I'm actually quite curious to see how like what kind of bosses and stuff that you face. I'm making a Coffee Gigas and Mega Ruby right now. I'm surprised you still play that game. Yeah, so honestly, like I'm excited for the crafting system alone. Because I said to myself that if there's anything that I want in this game is it was a crafting system. Like it may not seem like much, but it definitely it adds more value to the world as a whole. Because instead of it be like like with the wild areas, how there's like wide open areas with barely anything to do with them, and there's like barely any set pieces. But at least with a crafting system, there has to be resources scattered around these areas, so that adds, even if it's a little, it still adds more depth to the world that you're traveling in. So you can, that it's not only maybe you need certain materials to like attract certain Pokemon, because I remember seeing like that little entry for Shinx that it showed for a few seconds. It showed like what its diet was and what kind of food that it liked. So maybe you need to like go stock up on certain food and stuff as well. Gold and silver Pokemon Pokeballs are the closest thing to a crafting system. Yeah, yeah, they never really brought that back though until now. Sword and Shield wishes it could be Legends. I'm not, like I said, I'm not 100% like dropping my money on this game right away. Like I'm still cautiously optimistic. As much as I really like where the game is heading, I'm not 100% on board yet. I can't be. And the main reason why I'm not is because Pokemon Company has pulled some really shady shit in the past. So they've lost my trust up in. I mean, if you want a prime example of me not trusting them, it's them fucking pulling that shit with Pokemon Unite at the very beginning. Oh, level 53 farming, nice, nice. I can grow mushrooms. Wonder why would I want to grow mushrooms? Yeah, they're probably for some sort of potion or something. But yeah, I do like the fact that your own character actually has like a health bar or something to beware. Like that is pretty cool. So at least now you have to be like you have to be cautious when roaming around, and you actually are in danger or whatever. Not like all the time, obviously. Like I don't think the first Pokemon of the game's gonna run up and wreck your shit, but I mean, unless somebody edits the game and makes a Nuzlocke or some weird ass thing, but I don't know. But it is interesting. Hopefully, Game Freak adds more elements to the game, like behavioral patterns and stuff. I mean, hey, some of the Pokemon when you're camping with them, they actually sit down. Holy shit! Oh my god! It took 25 years, but they finally added a sitting animation. Well, you all got to start somewhere, right? Yeah, I know I'm being an asshole, but whatever. After that lack of animation in Sword and Shield, that's the least they could fucking do is giving a sitting animation in this damn game. Hopefully, that's another thing too. We didn't get a lot of it, but hopefully they improve on the battling animation as well. So far, I mean, so far with that battling sequence with Lucario, I did like what I seen, but remember, it was just that Pokemon. Who knows if all of them do it, if only some of them do it. I mean, that's a lot. That's a lot of fucking work to put into that just for one game. I don't play Unite. Well, you shouldn't. Unite is specifically designed just to fucking milk your wallet dry. Anyone that's hyped for Unite is, I don't know. Like I guess good on you then, but you're just, I don't know. You like I said, I'm not against anybody playing Unite, but like anyone that's like super hyped for the game or like is willing to fucking drop like $5 on the fuck or more on the fucking update as soon as it's out, those people are ruining the franchise with every fucking dollar they spend. I've already mentioned that once before, and I'm sticking to that. Anyone that invests money into any of these mobile titles are ruining the franchise. Period. I may sound like a fucking jerk saying that, but it's true. Probably get as long as do yeah. I don't care if Gardevoir. I don't care if Gardevoir's in Unite. Don't fucking do that. Of course, Sylveon and Mamoswine are going to be coming out in the game too. Once again, two fan favorites. Mamoswine's more of a fan favorite in Japan, I think. But Sylveon's like one of the most popular Eevee evolutions. It's like they know what they're fucking doing. It's literally, it's fanboy battle royale is what that game is. Which I wouldn't be so. I mean, no, I'm not butthurt because Dragonite's not in the game. Honestly, I would rather him not be in the game. Thank you. He's better than that. But it's one of those things where that judging by the way the game is marketed, monetized, everything, and all down to the type of Pokemon the game that they actually showcase and whatever, and they have in the game, it's specifically designed to milk the wallets of fanboys. That's it. This is why I'll never support Unite, ever. Even if the pay-to-win elements were not in it, it's monetized 4 other fucking ways. Similar how with the new costume that came out for, I think, Pikachu or something, there's a new costume that just came out for one of them. And I think it's exactly like 480 gems. But you would either have, the thing of it is, you would either have to buy the $4 package once, and the $1 package twice just to be able to afford that, or you could just shell out $8 instead. It's like that system alone, everything is just shy of being able to purchase it with the one tier. So you have to buy a tier higher or just do multiple transactions. Like that is designed that way on purpose to make people spend more money. Like even if it is a couple extra dollars per person, then think about it. If a million people did that, then that's $2 million. So like I don't trust this game at all. I will never like Pokemon Unite. The only thing that I somewhat like about it is the concept of the game, like how the game actually plays. But unfortunately, it's completely ruined by the nasty monetization schemes. So 10-cent being involved makes it 10 times worse. Yeah, exactly. I mentioned that. Remember? I don't know. I hate to be like an arrogant douche, but does anyone remember my video? The criticism video I made in June of 2020. That is. I said that Unite was going to be an over monetized piece of shit, and it is. I freaking predicted that shit. I predicted it. Same how I predicted that Pokemon Unite was going to be the first thing they showed at the Direct. I said that jokingly, and then it happened, and I'm like, oh wait, I guess that was a real thing. I did. I mean, like the whole marketing for this is just scummy. I hate it. I mean, if they really cared about like Diamond and Pearl remakes and Legends Arceus more, they would have had that first instead of Pokemon Unite first. They know that a lot of people are not interested in Pokemon Unite, so they snuck that little advertisement in there to get more suckers to play the game. Like, oh, it's on mobile now, get it. It's like, hey, if 5 million people pre-download the game or sign up for the game, then you get bonuses for free. It's like, sure, thanks. It's like that. Just, yeah, if you, my advice, especially now, if you didn't already download the game now, don't even bother. Because you're going to have such a huge handicap. You're going to be far behind the Switch players, and there's physically no way to catch up without money because of the coin cap. So, highly don't recommend it. Alright, what else in Legends Arceus did they showcase besides like the new forms and stuff? You're able to like ride on Pokemon and stuff too. I like how they brought that back. So you're able, and they showed like Lucario kicking a tree so you could get like berries out of it too. So that's one of the other things too, like using your Pokemon's abilities to get items or to get resources. See, if that is like, maybe you need like, if there's like imagine like maybe you, I don't know if it's this in depth, but maybe you need like a fighting type or a steel type to like mine ores or something. Think about that. Like maybe you need them to mine ores to get those materials, or maybe you need a water type to get things in the water. Like think about that. Like the possibilities with that crafting system. There's so many things. Like maybe you need like, I understand it'll be kind of a pain in the ass. Like, oh shit, I didn't bring this type of Pokemon with me. I have to go back and get it. I understand that can be a little bit of a pain in the ass, but well, I guess this is coming from someone who's currently playing RuneScape right now, which is one of the most grindiest fucking games. So for me, I don't mind. I don't mind grinding. And then before anyone's up my ass, no, you cannot speed up the process with money. The grind is there, and you just gotta grind. Just like 3.2 million XP in Hunter, and I need 327,000 XP to level up again. But see, I don't mind that sort of thing. I was never really like against that sort of thing. Like if I forgot something, I have to go back and get it, and then come back to like claim the resources or get the resources. It's like it. I mean, actually, I'll be honest. RuneScape kind of works that way too. Like if I forgot my pickaxe, then I can't mine ores. So you know what I mean. So it's not like I automatically have it with me. How you're not going to be able to get your Pokemon? There's not going to be a PC. I think there's going to be a storage system though. It's not going to be a quote-unquote PC, but I think there's going to be like a place where you store your Pokemon, like store the Pokeballs in. Because I believe you're only allowed to take 6 with you, but I think there is like a Pokemon storage thing. I'm not entirely sure if you're able to like catch more if you don't have a free spot open. I don't know if it's like automatically sent to the box because that would be that wouldn't really make much sense, but Arceus is intended to make it look like it takes far into the past. Yes, yes it does. A very large room with a lot of shelves. What is a very large room with a lot of shelves? Talking about the room I'm in RuneScape, or are you talking about something else? Yeah, I know. I do like the paths aesthetic. The only thing that, like I said, the only thing that doesn't make any sense is the brand new forms. Because if this is supposed to take place in the past, why wouldn't those forms be in the future? Unless, for whatever reason, they became extinct. That's the only thing I could possibly think of. Oh, storage! Yeah! Sorry, I misread that. Yeah, storage could be a very large room with a lot of shelves. Very well could. That would actually be clever if they were to do that. That would actually be a clever decision. Like, have you... Like, for whatever reason, I was just thinking, like, a storage chest or a storage box. That would actually be cool. I wouldn't mind that, actually, if they had, like, a storage box or a room with shelves in it. Yeah, I would like that. Oh, I forgot to put my fucking farming materials away. Oh, whatever. I wonder if my trees are ready. My trees are ready. I might just go do that. What's the closest tree? Varrock? Alright, I guess I'll go to Varrock then. Or I guess Falador, I guess. Falador would be the closest one. Alright. Yeah, so I'm curious to know what... Yeah, because we don't know all the details about it. We just know the basic concept. Because, well, obviously there's going to be some way to store your Pokemon. That's kind of a given. Because it would be it wouldn't make any... If you have to catch a bunch of Pokemon to fill out a dex or to fill out like a research list or something, it wouldn't make any sense if you were only limited to 6. You would have to constantly, like, release Pokemon and recatch them again. Game Freak knows that's a shit move. So there's going to be some way to store your Pokemon, whether it's a chest or a shelf or something. So that will be a thing. Pokemon can apparently evolve in multiple ways. Yeah, that's my biggest fear. If, like, Dratini has a special form, like, was it... what was the name of that region again? Shit, I don't remember the name of the region. But if they do have a region that's very well that Dragonair could evolve into something else other than Dragonite, that is a thing that could happen, but I'm hoping not. I mean, at least I don't have to worry about Dragonite getting a Mega. I think that fear should be finally put to rest, because I don't think he'll never ever get one at this rate, which is good. I don't want him to. Oh, you know what? I don't think I have apples. I need to get apples first. What is that? Earth Impling? Yeah, fuck it, I'll catch you. But oh, Hisui. Thank you. Yeah, I couldn't think of the name of that. It was Oh, my willow trees are done. Oh, well, good to know then. I guess that's what I'm going to be doing next then while I talk. You're still really good with that one. Yeah, that's the thing. A lot of pseudo legendaries are really good without the Mega. The Mega is overkill. No, there was a lot of people, even in like the chat. There's so many people like it's not even just begging at this point. It's literally demanding that the megas return somehow. Just it's like I don't know. It seems to me like Game Freak's trying to kill him off, like or just trying not to ever bring him back. But it's like the fans just demand them. I'll never ever support Mega Evolution though. I think it's one of those gimmicks that it just makes certain Pokemon completely overpowered and other Pokemon like poor Flygon for example completely fucking useless and no one would ever fucking use him. Like it that's the mean. What was it? Over prioritized, unbalanced, gimmicky act of favoritism is what I called it, and I will forever stick with that because that is what it is. I don't need that. I don't need this either. I do need my Willow Seed though. Z moves are the best of them because they never really felt overly powered when you can only do it once. Well, that and all the Pokemon could use it. That's the thing. At least with Z moves, it wasn't exclusive to specific Pokemon. So it's universal to all Pokemon. Like you don't even know how many top Pokemon lists that a lot of people's was it top pseudo legendary list. Goodra and Dragonite are automatically the last two because they don't have a fucking Mega Form or they don't have insane speed like Dragapult does. Like, but that's like so fucking biased. If you take the Megas out of the equation, they're all relatively even with all their strengths and weaknesses. But as soon as you add them, they're immediately outclassed. That can never be on top unless they get one themselves. Like, see how stupid that is? It's why I'll never fucking support it. Just because those who have it are automatically the best, and those who don't automatically suck. I hate that mentality. And don't get me started on the, oh, I'm not a real Charizard fan because I don't like his Megas. That shit needs to die in 2015 and stay there. Well, so I'm glad that Megas are not returning. And alright, here's the thing. Even if Mega Evolution does somehow make it into Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl, keep it post-game. If it's post-game, that's perfectly fine. Because at least with post-game, it's something that you can work towards. Like the Underground, for example. Why don't you dig up the Mega Stones in the Underground after you beat the Elite Four? Oh, the Limpert Brood is ready again. Okay, that's cool. But that's what I'm saying. Like have it be like a post-game reward and have something to be like. I know that people would be like, well, then I want to beat the game with them. It's like, well, no. Because, I mean, if you're going to do that, then it's just going to be Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire again and just have the entire plot be Mega-based, and I don't want to... I will boycott the game for that alone. Pokemon fandom is so baggy and demanding, it's just brain-melting. Yeah, they are, actually. You are correct about that. They don't realize that Goodra is meant to be a tank. Yeah. Well, that's the thing. When you have it set in your head that, oh, Mega just equals more powerful automatically, then you become completely biased and don't look for anything other than that. I hope the remakes also keep Elite Four, Flint's weird team, the same from the originals. Yeah, who knows, actually. I'm not entirely sure if they'll keep it the exact same or they will improve on that. Thing of it is, wasn't one of the Elite Four like a fire type guy, and he didn't really have any fire types? So if that underground thing is if that underground thing is expanded upon like it is, and there's more options to choose from, maybe he could have more fire types just by that alone. That would at least add more flavor to it. At least how we got 6 dragon type pseudo legendaries in a row. In a row? What do you mean in a row? Oh, yeah, never mind. I guess, yeah, you're right. So that would be... Well, I don't know, because technically Gen 3 had two pseudo-legends. Yeah, Gen 3 had 2 pseudo-legendary Pokemon. Actually, you know what? I need my Dibber back. Because I'm going to be, I'm going to plant more Limpert roots before I leave. Or before I go out and farm everything else. Oh yeah, the fire. Oh yeah, it was. All right, so that's who Flint was. Sorry, it's been ages. It's been ages since I've played Pokemon Pearl, so I don't remember everybody's name by heart. When X and Y came out and Save for Omega Ruby Sapphire, the whole Mega Illusion fandom poured out a ton of fan art and just the same. Well, that's the remember that's the reason why Omega Ruby F Sapphire exists. It was literally only designed to capitalize on the popularity of Mega Evolution. I know there's like 80% of people that disagree with me on that because they just don't want to hear any bad news from their Pokemon games, but that is literally the reason why that game exists. And the whole plot is Mega Evolution. The whole trailer was a Mega Evolution. The whole concept was Mega Evolution. The Delta episode was all Mega Evolution, to the point where Rayquaza was not addressed Rayquaza, even when he was not Mega Evolved. He was still called Mega Rayquaza. It's like you could just smell the bias there. I mean, another perfect example is why would they change? Well, so here's the thing: Latios and Latias are pacifists. And of course, if they got a battling Mega Evolution form, it doesn't fit their character. So that's why they literally scrapped traits and redesigned their entire character just so Mega Evolution would fit them. So they're no longer pacifists, but instead they're just a species of Pokemon searching the entire globe, looking for a sense of power in their species, and the Mega Stones is what they found, and they protect that source of power to use it for themselves. Are you fucking kidding me? That I will forever be pissed at that. The fact that you, like, the main reason why I like Dragonite and the Lotties, well, more so the Lotties, I suppose, because they're more pacifist than Dragonite is. But Dragonite isn't all about battling. He is, like, 50-50. But the Lotties specifically are pacifists. They solve their problems without battling. Even if you look in the Pokemon Heroes movie, they may have used their moves, or they use move in defense, but for a lot of that, they use their special abilities in non-battling ways. So that's the one reason why I like them, is because they were unique dragons. They weren't like, grr, I'm going to kill you, like most of the other dragon types are. I mean, Dragonite can be guilty of that too. I mean, look at Iris's. But, at least, well, Dragonite's also very, like, lovable as well. And he can be a pacifist and laid back when he wants. But, like, those are the kind of dragons I like. Charizard's a different story. I like Charizard just because I was always a fan of his design. But his regular design, that is. But the Pokemon Presents was all right. Yeah, it was. I think the very beginning was absolute dog shit. The middle was okay, but nothing groundbreaking. And Legends Arceus is promising. It's not like, oh, I'm going to pre-order it right now kind of thing. But I have to. If I were to rate if I were to rate everything, the very beginning was a 1 out of 10. It was a shady marketing tactic that they need to seriously shove up their ass and never do again. Number 2 was Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl. I'll probably give it a 4 out of 10. There were some things that were interesting and some improvements. Graphics isn't one of them. The chibi art style is lazy. I don't like that. The only thing that wasn't lazy is perhaps the lighting and the shading. I like the colors of the game. I don't like the layout of the game. With Legends Arceus or Arceus, however, 8 out of 10 I would say that presentation was, because it did take the foundation, which we saw back in February, and actually built upon it. It's not a must buy right away. Like I said, I'm not pre-ordering it, but I do like what I see, and there's more positives than negatives with that game. So see what happens when Game Freak are able to, like, be creative and go and stray away from the formula a little bit. We actually get things that are interesting. So it's about time. So, like, we get a crafting system. We get, like, action-oriented gameplay. We get, like, a new way of battling with the whole battling tree on the side, and, like, maybe certain attack styles that you attack first, or that are less powerful, or vice versa, being more powerful when you attack less times. Similar to Sonic Chronicles for some reason, but you know what? Yeah, I think that was probably the best part about Sonic Chronicles, was that type of battling system. But they haven't said anything about having a national dex. It will 100% not have a national dex, I assure you that. Do not get your hopes up with that one. Yeah, Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl will not have a national dex. The only thing I hope they bring back are some of the Pokemon that did not make the cut in Sword and Shield. Perfect examples is Ampharos and Meganium. I keep bringing them up because those are two of my favorites. Bring them back in something. It's overdue. The poor bastards have been sitting in people's Pokemon home boxes for 4 years. Bring them back. I cringe. See, yeah, you cringe for the. See, that's oh my god, that's the fucking fanboys talking. Sorry, like that aggravates me. Like people like literally demanding the fucking megas to return. Megas are in Pokemon Go and Pokemon Masters, and I think that's where they're gonna fucking stay. Like I don't want Mega Evolution to come back. Dynamax was fine. Gigantamax no, just because it was just a combination Mega slash Dynamax. But regular Dynamax itself out and Z-moves are probably the most harmless because at least every Pokemon can do it. If you, the thing of it is, and I know there's so many people that argue this. Adding more Mega Evolutions does not solve the problem. All it does is bloat it out and make it worse. Because all right, let's pretend Dunsparce, for whatever reason, gets a Mega Evolution. Let's pretend B-Barrel gets a Mega Evolution. Who the fuck would use it when there's clearly better options? You're gonna pick a Mega B-Barrel over fucking Mega Garchomp? No, you won't. So the form might as well not even exist. And if that's the if that's the case, if every Pokemon has a Mega Evolution, you might as well just have unlimited access to them and not restrict them to be only one Pokemon per battle. If there's unlimited access and there's every Pokemon has a Mega Evolution, then why even bother let it be a temporary form at all? You might as well just have it be permanent. This whole concept, it was good on paper, but holy fuck did it flop. Because, like I said, it's just an act of favoritism, and anyone that doesn't have a Mega is automatically considered trash. And that's the kind of mentality I can't stand. I think the only exception to that is I think Mega Slowbro people hate, and the Mega Lotties, believe it or not, people don't like either. I just want more fire Pokemon in Sinnoh. Ty, you've actually gotten that. In the underground, there's special biomes that you can unlock, and one of the biomes was a fire type biome with a bunch of Houndoom was one of the ones in there. So yeah, they are adding more Pokemon to the list. So that's like the biggest complaint that people had was the lack of certain types in Sinnoh. But now that problem is has actually been resolved. You don't mind me stealing your fruit, do you? Oh, I'm gonna. Can we play Pokemon? Oh no, I'm not. I don't have a Switch set up yet. Trust me, I'm waiting for I'm waiting for my new computer to arrive in, but my buddy hasn't sent it to me yet. As soon as I do, I'll pay it off and be ready for it. But it's one of those things where he already has like an editing software. He has all this shit on there, and he doesn't. And he's just trying to sell it off for a cheap price. So like that is beyond what I want. So, but I will eventually do. When I do have a Switch, I'll eventually do Pokemon Shield because my sister technically has that game and she's never using it. So, I will probably do. I'll probably stream Pokemon Shield first or Mario Odyssey. It's one of those two games. It's just depending on the mood I want to play in. Fire types were an issue not being in a lot of regions. Hoenn had very few for being a tropical route. Yeah, I agree. Hoenn was bad too. But at least now I think with that new biome thing, they definitely fixed the problem. Well, yeah, I'm lucky, but I still have to buy a new Switch. So I'm not that lucky. It's not like I'm getting everything for free. I still have to buy the new capture software, which I'm just holding off because I don't have the computer yet. But I'm buying the new Elgato, and I'm going to be buying a new Switch. So that's still $500. I mean, I know a lot of people bitch at me for having the monetization up, but I'll admit, I at least over like the course of the like 6 months, I got $144 out of it. So by you helping contribute to that, that $144 is going to go towards that Switch or the new Elgato, so I'm able to do more things in the future. That's my plan. So, like, that, honestly, I'm super thankful for. You don't even know. Like, that is, like, additional money that I can use towards better equipment. So... oh, bye, doggy. But, I'm glad a Pokeball stick is returned. Yeah, I'm happy they brought that back, too. I'm actually kind of shocked they did. I thought they wouldn't even implement that. Sorry, I need to look out. Question: how am I gonna give Yamask Pokerus? I have no idea. I forget even that. More clothing in the remakes. I like that they keep it going. Yes, I agree with that too. At least they have more customizable options. If only they had customizable options for like the clothing, or your accessories your Pokemon can wear. I wish that was a thing, especially for the contests. You know what I mean? Like having a different accessories for the contest. But it seems like cosmetics like that are only going to stick to their mobile titles, like Cafe Mix and fucking Unite. Which is stupid. Like, of course, the only reason why they won't put it in the Sinnoh remix is because they can't monetize it. It's weird how I hate Alola but love Hoenn. And I mean, not everybody liked Alola. Alola is very mixed. I wasn't really, I was very mixed with it as well. I didn't love it, but I didn't hate it either. It was nice that it was something kind of different than normal, but at the same time, it wasn't anything super special. I feel like I'm talking about Sword and Shield again. It seems like that's a very thing. It's like, oh, it's a little bit different, but it's nothing too groundbreaking. It's like, that's... I don't know. It's weird. No. What are you doing? See that dog over there? I don't want to... If he notices me stealing, he'll attack me. Oh, yep, and there he goes. Oh, never mind. You got yourself stuck. Ah, dumbass. Don't mind me. I'm just going to keep stealing your fruit. I just want apples. And I'm too lazy to grow them myself. I heard they do. That's why it's pay to... No, well, no. Well, that's not true. Even, like... If something is pay to win, if it's cosmetic, that's not pay to win. Because wearing fancy clothes doesn't help you win. Unless those fancy clothes had special, like, attributes and stats added to the game, but they don't. If it's strictly just how you look, it's not pay to win. It's still scummy and it's still overly priced. Like, $20 for a fucking skin is bullshit. Honestly, if you were planning on spending that much money on Unite, why don't you put that money towards Legends Arceus? Not right now, because I remember I said don't pre-order anything, but why wouldn't you just save that money for Legends Arceus, which clearly looks like it's a better game? That's what I mean. If this game is as good as I hope it is, because so far I like what I see, if this game is good, then I will 100% support it. Because my biggest fear is like this game will be fucking the game of our dreams. It won't sell for shit because of the stupid time they decided to release the game. Like really, January is the fucking worst time to release a game. I mentioned that in my video already, but I'll mention it again. It's the time of the year where people are trying to save money from the holidays, and so why would people go out of their way to buy this game? The only thing is maybe they're relying on pre-orders or something since pre-orders just dropped now. But still, the majority of casual Pokemon players will not purchase this game when it comes out in January, and therefore it might hurt its sales overall. It's so soon after the remake. Yeah, the only thing I could possibly think of is this is my weird conspiracy theory. I don't think it's ever going to happen because it would be weird, but you never know. But imagine if you do something in Legends Arceus because that game takes place in the past. But imagine if you do something in Legends Arceus, and then it affects it maybe with like a cross saves feature. Maybe if you do something specific in the Arceus game, maybe then it opens up a brand new thing in Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl. Like maybe that's how you get Arceus and Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl is you do certain things in Legends Arceus, and then all of a sudden like a weird thing, it affects the future, and then all of a sudden you have this thing in Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl that allows you to get Arceus. It's the only possible thing I can think of why the games would be released so close to each other. Because if they want to have that sort of cross-save feature a thing, it would make more sense to release the games closer apart so you could do such things. But unfortunately, that also means that, technically speaking, if they were to do that, that's locking content behind a $60 paywall. And I know I hate that. But it still is an interesting concept if they were to pull that off. I mean, granted, if you already pre-ordered both games now, then I guess that doesn't really affect you now, does it? But oh, never mind. You asked why the costumes give advantages. Sorry, all the comments sometimes blend in. I sometimes read them out of order, so that's my bad. Imagine being able to transfer Pokemon home to Legends Arceus. I think that would only work if the Pokemon was already in the game, similar to how Sword and Shield works. So yeah, that sort of thing is going to be in Legends Arceus, but unfortunately, you can't. I don't think they're gonna. I don't think they're gonna code every single Pokemon in that game. So, for example, if Dragonite ain't in the code, then he's not allowed in the game. By the way, we worked with Ancient Team Galactic. Imagine having for reference in Legends Arceus, kind of when we fought Red, supposed to be our Fire Red self, our pet. Yeah, that would be, like I said, that would be very interesting if you I mean that would be very interesting if they implement that sort of thing. Like if you do anything in Brilliant Diamond Shining, sorry, I'm getting mixed up. If you do anything in Legends Arceus, then it affects Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl. That would be a very cool feature, but excuse me. Yeah, I it's still, like I said, it still is locking content behind a paywall. I'm simultaneously for and against that concept because I do like the concept of like one game affects the other sort of thing, but I'm not against, well, if it's like, well, the only way to get Arceus is if you buy Legends Arceus, so yeah, that I don't agree with. So I will. So yeah, I'm actually I'm hopefully they take these concepts and run with it because so far I like what I see. I There's definitely more positives than negatives, especially I know I'm like keep repeating myself with the crafting system, but you don't even know how much more like depth that adds to the world. If that crafting system and the resource management was not a thing, then there would just be a lot of barren empty space with nothing in it. There'd be, besides catching Pokemon, there'd really be no reason to go back to those areas. So at least it's nothing huge, but it does help. I want to see the player dodging Arceus' judgment. Oh my god, that would be epic. That would be fucking kick ass final boss. That would be so fucking cool. Not gonna lie. Alright, I got enough apples. I'm here like sitting here talking, I'm not really doing anything else. You know, fuck, I'm just gonna drop the bananas. I don't need them. But yeah, no, that would be really cool. Like having, obviously, well, to be fair, I don't think they would ever showcase that in this trailer because that's isn't that kind of a spoiler? That would be the coolest fucking thing ever, and I know a lot of people would probably buy the trailer just for that alone. But I mean, buy the game for that trailer alone. But nah, that'd be kind of silly to do that. You don't want to release too much information. My biggest thing is release all the concept and all the ideas you have. And there we go. And where Legend will post Pokemon behind a $30 paywall. Yeah, that's the thing. A lot of people were saying, "Oh, maybe there's DLC with Legends Arceus." I don't know. I can't really judge yes or no. There is a possibility that when it comes out in, because it's coming out in January, maybe upcoming summer or fall, there will be DLC or paid DLC for Legends Arceus come that time. That is plausible. It is a thing that could happen. It might happen. Who knows? But I can't really guarantee yes or no, just because I have. Were you talking to me? Oh, I guess not. Um, I can't believe how easy EV training is in Gen 6. Isn't it super easy in like every game after that? I don't know how easy the game. I don't know how easy Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl is going to be either because it didn't really showcase a lot of battling or EXP getting. I'm not entirely sure if the EXP share thing is automatically on or not. I'm hoping that it's not because that's a bullshit thing. I don't want that to be part of it. Or Arceus as a raid boss. No. Well, Arceus would be a boss, I would agree, but raids aren't a thing in this game. Or at least I don't think they are. Once again, it kind of wouldn't make any sense considering that I thought raids were, like, the raid dens and shit were specifically for the Galar region. So that wouldn't make any sense why in the past all of a sudden this region has it. So, but like as I mean, they were pushing it with the brand new Pokemon forms. Like I know they wanted to add something new to the game for the sake of adding something new, but yeah, the continuity error there really really sticks out like a sore thumb. And Horde battles made it easy. Oh yeah, Horde battles. Yeah, I forgot about Horde battles. Yeah, I don't think that sort of thing would be. Actually, now that I think about it, I'm just assuming that double battles aren't going to be a thing in Legends Arceus because it like the way the formula that they're trying to do, having it be doubles would be way too hectic. Especially if it's like real time events and shit. Like, how would you be able to toss two Pokemon and command them both at once? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that doesn't really that I don't think double battles will ever happen. I could be wrong. Who knows? But me personally, I don't think that would really work. But actually, me just looking at it. Okay, 5 likes. Yeah, thanks for the likes, by the way. I appreciate it. I always wonder when time in the timeline double battles were established. Oh, that I have no idea actually. Oh, did old school RuneScape just freeze? Oops, I think it might have. Let's try re-enabling it. Oh, there it goes. That was weird. Like the whole thing just froze. Uh, TW, you can't see Weird Deer anymore because it's extinct. That's the only thing I could possibly think of. These forms are extinct. But does that mean like the Growlithe form is extinct too? Yeah, see, I understand they wanted to add new forms and shit, but especially that doesn't really make much sense. I mean, unless like regular Growlithe exists somewhere else in the world too. Wait, and not wait, and also wait, if you take a Pokemon from Sword and Shield, you transfer it to home, and then you transfer it to Legends Arceus, is that technically time traveling to the past? I'm thinking way too deep, aren't I? How would it get there? There's no PCs back then. Wait, how does that work? The Pokemon just magically appears? Yeah, it'll probably be some bullshit where some like random delivery dude just comes up. It's like, oh, I got this Pokemon from faraway land. Here you go. It's like it come from future. Woo! It looked like a crash at first. Yeah, that was weird. No, because I had to minimize the window and re-enable it. That was weird. Yeah, so like that, like I said, the new forms are the only thing I kind of don't agree with. Not because of some of the. I mean, some of them look really cool. I will admit that, but the whole continuity behind it really doesn't make any sense. So that's kind of a big fat whoopsie on their part. But like I said, I like the real time. I love the crafting system. I would like that was the first thing I asked for was a crafting system, and once again for like the eighth time, yay, they have it. I'm so happy about that. I like the real time battling. I like how the different style of battles makes you either sacrifice a turn for more power, or you can take more turns with less power. I like that. It adds a little bit more flavor to the battles. I just like I do like the environment. Some of the environments are very very pretty looking. So that's another thing too. Yeah, like in the frame rate and the presentation and how the game looks. I like the art style a lot too. Like, I think it looks way the hell better than Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl. Like, that if there's ever a game I'm gonna get semi hyped for, or if I'm looking forward to, it's 100% gonna be Legends Arceus without a doubt. So like I'm not as negative to the game anymore. The only reason why I was so negative is because we had a lack of information. I was getting really sketched out. But now that we have the information and I do like what I see, I'm more on the positive side. I would probably say maybe like, well, like I said, 8 out of 10, right? So yeah, I would have to say maybe 80%. I still have my doubts here and there because you never know what will happen with the finished product. Like I said, Cyberpunk 2077 was a thing. I'm not saying the game will be a glitchy mess, but it's more so like, oh, the game isn't as advertised. That's my thing. But like, I'm hoping that this game is like literally the Pokemon game of our dreams. And if it is, if this game literally is everything that we have dreamed of, I will purchase it, and I will probably possibly stream it if I have my equipment by then. I'm fucking hoping I do. But yeah, no, I will play this game when it comes out, and I will stream it. If what we see in the trailer right now is what we get, I'll be on board for that. So far, that my only biggest thing is like hopefully that the worlds don't get too bland and boring and repetitive. Like they do look gorgeous, but remember the wild areas, they looked kind of gorgeous at certain angles as well. But the more you explored, the less there was to do and the less there was to see, and it was kind of like boring after a while, and it was kind of barren. So hopefully this game does not suffer the same fate as those wild areas. So far, it looks like there's a lot more detail and effort put into it. I don't know, by Dialga and Palky's help, do you know if transfer Pokemon using Pokebank is the Pokemon you got through time and space to reach you? Yeah, that could be a thing. Who knows? Yeah, that like obviously they'll add some sort of thing with Pokemon Home, like, oh, this Pokemon came from the future. It came to help you. I don't know. Imagine the Mission Marathon, but like how you bring Mugen into this. Goof, bonk. I see what you mean. I have a goofy goo or bonk. Yeah, I see what you did there. That is funny. Yeah, you'll never know though. With Mugen, anything is possible with combinations. Yeah, like honestly, Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl is probably the most disappointing thing. If you have never ever played Gen 4 before, it's pretty cool to see, I will admit. But coming from me, who's like played 450 hours of Pearl, and there's almost nothing new. I'm disappointed. I'm very disappointed. I wanted there to be more to it. I hope that the event legends can still be caught instead of given away. Yeah, me too. And hopefully they're in the game at launch and not fucking DLC. That's what I hope for. Because obviously you have the whole thing where all the legends returned in Sword and Shield, but they were locked behind a paywall. That's the thing. I will never ever be on board with that. That will forever be a scummy tactic in my eyes. I already have Super Compost out. I will never ever ever agree with that. Basket Legion's evolution was really dark. They don't sugarcoat it no more. Yeah, so I'm guessing it's going to be Ghost and Water then? That's what it looked like to me. It looked like it was going to, because it said, oh, it feeds off the souls of its brethren or something to swim fast or whatever it was. Oh, no, to swim without becoming tired, I think it was. So yeah, it's got to be Ghost and Water. Or Water and Ghost, whatever order it is. That's what it sounded like to me. And judging by the new Growlithe form, I think it's going to be probably Rock and Fire. Or hell, it might even just be plain Rock, who knows. But I know Rock is one of the types because it said his head was as hard as a rock, so that kind of gives it away. Yeah, Ghost. Yeah, I was thinking too. Anything that feeds off the souls of somebody else, that's got to be Ghost. If it's not, then I have many questions. mean, yeah, because even dark types don't really do that. That's mainly a ghost thing. Yeah. So I really hope that Game Freak looks like they're actually trying here. Like I say, credit where credit is due. I would like I can't be like 100% biased for or 100% negative for no reason. You know what I mean? That's not fair. I'll give criticism every single time it's due, but I'll also give positive judgment whenever it's due as well. So if Game Freak is legit trying to make a unique Pokemon experience, bird nest. If Game Freak is trying to make a unique Pokemon experience, and they're really trying with this one, and they want to make something new, and they're actually putting effort into this, I don't have my spade with me. Are you kidding me? God damn it! Well, time to chop the tree again. I thought I had it. You know, I did have it with me, but then I fucking took it. I put it back in by accident. Anyway, I wanted a regional Growlithe of the water type. Oh, just you want them to have opposites? Yeah, I mean they don't normally just do opposites though. They usually have other things than that. So yeah, like I said, if Game Freak is legitimately trying and they're actually putting their hearts into it, because like I said, Game Freak is capable of making a good Pokemon game, and it's just I think there was just a lot of fucking corporate decisions just holding them back over the years. Not saying they're completely innocent. That's not true. But there was Sword and Shield was a big fucking corporate decision that they had little to no fucking say in many things. Like that whole like paywalling Pokemon. Remember that whole fucking interview they had? I don't know if it was at IGN or somebody or Game Informer, whoever the hell it was. But they were being interviewed by somebody, and one of the guys asked them, "Will this was before DLC, by the way?" One of the guys asked them, "Will any of the Pokemon that didn't make the game be coming back in the future?" And they looked to their left, and then they looked back, and they said no comment with a frown face on there. Which means that there was a dude in a suit sitting there telling him, "You better fucking not say anything about the DLC." Because this was like right after they announced Sword and Shield pretty much, and pretty much announced that the National Dex was not a thing. So that's the thing. The suits didn't want people to know that they were going to paywall fucking Pokemon behind that DLC. So I don't blame Game Freak for that. The same thing goes for you know what? I'm gonna do Star Wars Battlefront 2. With remember how DICE made that game? And EA was the ones that fucking told them you better fucking put all these loot boxes in it and make it pay to win and all this other shit. You think it was DICE that did it specifically? It was EA ordering them to do it. Even though there's developers that make the game, they still have to follow the orders of those who publish the game. So if the higher ups tell them you got to make this DLC and you got to make this DLC XYZ blah blah blah, then they got to fucking do it. They got to follow the rules. Did they want to paywall shit? Probably not. But if the higher ups told them to do it by contract, they got to do it. So that you soak on it. Caught a shiny Pokemon. Which shiny Pokemon is it? Kind of curious. But yeah, I like when it comes to like the big corporate shit, I don't blame Game Freak for stuff. In terms of like the wild areas and shit in Sword and Shield, I think that was just that was probably lack of time. So they just kind of had to cut corners, and they didn't really have. That's the thing too. Like obviously the higher ups are telling them when to fucking release the game. So hopefully, I'm really hoping that the release date of Legends Arceus doesn't affect the game. Because I really don't want this to be a release now, fix later fucking game. Like Mario Golf Tour and the upcoming Super Mario Party All Stars is fucking doing it too. Or no, it's called Mario Party Superstars, but whatever. Like that game's doing it too with the fucking DLC fix it later bullshit. Like no, fuck that. I'm sick and tired of this. Like if you like, but it doesn't help that all these games have strict deadlines and they have to follow them, so they're just crunching to meet the deadline, and therefore could affect the finished product, and which sucks. I just wish that with the time that they have, and with the new studio and the high morale and probably the ability to think outside the box for a change,
it looks promising so far, and I really hope Game Freak gives it their all because I do see the creativity and I'm proud of them for it. I just hope that they capitalize on that and continue to push forward with this high effort. So, like, so far, I like what I see. And remember, I've been critical of this fucking company for the past decade. I've been so hard on them. And when you get my attention and when you get positivity out of me, you know you've done something right. I don't mean to toot my own horn or whatever, but that's how strict I am. So, like, when you impressed me and you got my attention, you got my praise, 100% you've done something right. So far, Game Freak, keep up the good work. I want to see. I'm looking forward to see how what the finished product is. You still got a few months. Well, technically, yeah, you got a few months. How many months? I don't include the month of January because that's the time of the year where they ship it. So let's say the end of December. So with this, probably like what was it? September, October, November. So roughly 3.5 months they have left to work with the game, and then the last remaining month most likely will be shipping the physical copies and whatever. So yeah, so they have roughly 3 to 3.5 months to work on the game. So hopefully they can put all the finishing touches on it and add all this extra shit and make a post game, add extra whatever. Like I do like what I see. I like the task system. I like the deck so far. I like the concept. I like the mechanics. I like how the game looks. I love the crafting system. Can't get that enough. And like so yeah, so far there's way more positives than negatives. Really, the only thing I'm not really too keen on is the forms don't make sense. Some of the forms I just strictly just don't like, and which is that's more of an opinion more than anything else. So that's kind of harmless. But the only other thing is like if they make the open world too open, it may get a little bit boring and it may get to be a slog to go through. So that's sort of the only thing that I have. Oh, this guy's probably talking with me. Is that the Lost City quest? I'm gonna say yes, and then I'm gonna teleport out of here like a dick. Bye. Uh, that's what I thought for myself too. Not needing to impress either. Yeah, that's the thing. Like, yeah, with Brain Diamond and Shining Pearl, I'm not impressed at all. This literally looks like copy paste Call of the Day, which means I'm probably never ever getting that game unless somebody donates it to me. I have no reason to buy a game I already own technically, especially if it's $60 instead of 40. I'm glad to see the Battle Coshammer and Jet 4 go into full 3D background. I always wanted to see that when I was a kid. Yeah, I mean, if they're gonna copy and paste the game, they might as well put like literally everything the previous game had at the very least. Will we get a Battle Frontier? That's actually, you know what? Now that I asked that question, I don't know. Hopefully we do. That's something. You know what? Fuck it. You better put a Battle Frontier in this game. If you don't put that in there, then I mean, at least add some sort of post-game value to this freaking game. Battle Frontier would be freaking nice. Although now that I think about it, remember that I just remembered that they said that there's not going to be any ranked matches or anything in Brain Diamond and Shining Pearl at all, and it's only going to be Sword and Shield. So maybe that's a big no-no on that then. Who knows? I don't know. I can see players doing competitive for Gen 4 remakes, but not a Legends Arceus. But like I said, there's no ranked battles in Gen 4 remakes. So, honest, if that's the case, it's really just going to be for fun, or if people have their own homemade tournaments. That's really the only way you can do it, since it's not the competitive scene is not going to really be there because they said no ranked matches. So I'm guessing all the tournaments and stuff that they currently have for the seasons is going to be Sword and Shield exclusive, which is a bummer. I mean, that kind of, I don't know, that kind of takes some value out of Braid Diamond and Shining Pearl as a whole, if you ask me. No, let's say no gimmicks and no DLC. So far, no gimmicks, and obviously DLC is way too early. They're not gonna they're not gonna ask for DLC before the game's even out. They ain't that stupid. So yeah, they're not gonna pull that shit. I'm full of logs again. These trees aren't breaking as fast as they should. But
I do 6 versus 6 anyway. Yeah, that's not a normal battle format. I don't think. Isn't it usually 4v4? Pretty sure it is. But yeah, that whole the only thing that I'm excited for with Gen 4 remakes, if I were to play it, is the underground, because I think the underground is probably the best part of the game, bar none. Other than that, I'm not really impressed. The graphics, I think, are a fucking easy way out. I do not like the chibi art style by the least. The battle, like the battle graphics or whatever, they're all right. They kind of look like Sword and Shield. They're not really anything groundbreaking. But one thing I can say is I do like how the lighting looks in the overworld. Like the lighting and the contrast looks really good. But like the actual chibi art style, like I hate it. Especially when you pretty much do like a one-to-one map recreation. Come on. So I mean that just screams lazy to me. Some people are like, oh look, they did the same exact thing. It's so true to the originals. It's like, yeah, but it's also fucking lazy because all you did was follow a copy paste diagram. I know it's not as simple as copy paste. That's the reason why I say that is because the reason why I say copy paste is because when you that's like, for example, here's the thing. That's like taking somebody else's drawing and just redrawing the same exact thing on a separate piece of paper, but you did it yourself. That's what I mean. Like, you know what I mean? Like, uh, clear my. Uh, this one here. Yeah, doesn't give me an option. Not sure then. I don't know. Will you clear my crafts for me? Is the I'm talking to this. Alright, the tree has to be fully grown. Oh, I didn't check health yet. My bad. Yeah, there you go. No problem. I don't mind helping somebody else out. I hate that far. They should rebalance the game though. In terms of Diamond Shining Pro, yeah, they probably will because they did say some of the features from Sword and Shield are making a return. Oh, I didn't pay you the apples yet, did I? Here you go. Here's your apples. Very nice. Alright, so yeah, I think that's pretty much everything I had to really say. So that's I'm just repeating myself at this point. So yeah, so anyone who's like skipped to the end, this is pretty much what I'll have to say. Like the Pokemon Presents as a whole was pretty decent. The very beginning can go fuck itself because I'm sick and tired of them pulling off corporate schemes to get people to buy shit they shouldn't. And then Burn Diamond and Shining Pearl, it's honestly, if you've never played the game before, I recommend it, and it looks decent. But for me, who's binge played freaking Pearl when it came out, it's nothing special. I probably will just avoid it. Legends Arceus, however, is the star of the show, without a doubt. And that's the main thing that I'm looking forward to. Oh, you know what? I gotta get more combos from you. But, yeah. Feeling the VG feels more RNG based, yeah. So, any other thoughts? Any other thoughts? I'll ask it, or I'll answer any other questions or whatever. See, that time the tree came down immediately. The RNG is so weird in this game. But, yeah, I think we pretty much discussed everything at this point. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I'm not, like I said, I'm not gonna like 100% get my hopes up because the last thing I want to be is like disappointed in the end. I'm just gonna be cautiously optimistic like I have been. But looks like the chat is quiet down. I think we're just about ready here. I think we're just about done. You know what? I think I might even just stop here and just I could always just farm the rest on my spare time. But yeah, if you have any other things to say, just say it now before I quit. Because I think we pretty much discussed everything. Are we good? I think we're good. I think that's everybody. Yeah, that's it. So thanks for all the questions and whatever. It was really cool. So, all right, I think that will do it. So when there's more information on this game and there's more information to do like a criticism video or anything, then I'll probably talk about it. But for now, that'll do it. So thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you in the what? Oh, my ball with Gen 8 meta when it sucks. Oh. Hmm. So yeah, that'll do it. So thanks so much for watching. I'll see you in the next stream.